Bill Doberman here. This is the same setup as in the first video, which is actually on this YouTube channel, what is it called? Playlist. This is roughly 2 days after that particular recording was done. Just as a follow-up, this is really bizarre. Here we have the same setup as I mentioned, a MacBook Pro. Let's take a look at the bottom down here. Forgive the jerkiness. So this is DSL Reports, and they store this information on their servers. The reason that we can rest assured of that is because here is this Acer Swift 3, and we're accessing the same page. Sorry for the Maury effects. Maybe I can get rid of it by doing that. So it starts with 7.68, ends with 44.54. Blah. Same here. Okay, so I think we can really trust DSL Reports, which, by the way, got the nod of approval from Leo Laporte, the computer tech guy, who is at least nationally, if not internationally famous. So, I want to draw our attention to this. 4% of the Time Warner, and this is a different iteration or addition, 18% of the Time Warner cable average. And over here, we have a Lenovo T400. This is very interesting because, and I'll do this live, when I refresh it says reload the page to test again. So I'm going to do that. Full speed test. Bingo. And this is the standard way of going in. For some reason we're getting an inordinate amount of crawling here, but we'll just have to put up with it. By the way, buffer bloat. This is called buffer bloat, and it was explained to me once before, and it seems to have dove for the unconscious regions, and I don't recall. Okay, so we've got a fast speed here. Now this, in the past few minutes, I've done numerous runs on this. It seems to be quite. Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me. Well, I've had it happen, and this is what is so maddening about this, is the fact that, I mean, aside from the fact that it's been going on for 3, 4, 5 flipping years, and I haven't had the chance to take care of it because I'm really, quite honestly, too busy doing other things to try to make the world a better place, if you want the truth. These two, and that is the MacBook Pro and the Lenovo T400, are both direct outputs from the modem. So I'm going to take a little walk around the corner here. What does that mean? It means that we should turn some lights on. That's what it means. That means that this router is not in the picture on those last two. We have direct outputs. Notice the blue wire, as they say in the movies. Cut the blue wire. Above it, this goes upstairs. So we have a direct feed to the upstairs regions, at the end of which is a switch. This is a direct out from this port. Speaking of Leo Laporte, that's funny. And that is input to the router here. This router only passes up to 20 or 25 megabits per second. I was able to ratify that. So the two on the bottom, this one under here, underneath the yellow one, the blue is the Macintosh Pro, and this is the Lenovo. And yet, we're getting extremely dissimilar results on an average basis, meaning consistently, between this and this, which is, again, the Lenovo. It's a little hard to see. There's not a lot of light here. Maybe we can help with that. So let's do another live one here real quick and then call it. Where are we? So, all things being equal, we should get a much speedier result than we're getting over here because this is a direct feed. This happens consistently. Somehow, with TestMy, which uses multiple servers geographically spread out, it stops right around that point. So this is abysmal, considering what we're paying for. Might have a problem. Now we're at 13% of the Time Warner. So let's do one here. One more reload page to test again. Still on the Mac Pro. DSL reports. And I'll bring buffer bloat to the fore again. And this time I'll pan down a little bit, or scroll down, and then tilt down, as they say in the biz. And this is directly from the modem, so there's no interference, no other black box interfering with the throughput. We do have, presumably, from what I was told, fiber optic capability up here in the hills of Burbank, above Bob Hope Airport. Okay. So that's it's also low on the up. Check it out. We have overall, if your 11-year-old were to come home with grades like this, you'd flip. And I don't mean handstands on the ceiling. I'm talking about flip out. So that's an F on the buffer bloat. Quality, D. These are so far from A that it's just ludicrous. All right, well, that pretty well gives us the picture. Nothing has changed. Fortunately, we were able to get through the big banking transmogrification today without losing $1,000 or $2,000. And that's good because that would have triggered a class action suit action. This is a ridiculous situation, folks. You know it. I know it. Time Warner knows it. Spectrum. It's hard to do parentheses with one hand, huh? Velvet Doberman out. Let's fix this.